Hi everybody, and welcome to another day of quarantine. During this time of safer at home, it has just felt like we are in limbo, like we're in some weird holding pattern, just waiting for it to end. And every time we get close to one of the deadlines for it to be lifted, it gets extended again. But during this time of waiting, the Lord has been restoring the earth. He's been resetting things. Pollution is down. Water is clearer. Animals are thriving. But how have we been preparing? The Israelites were in the desert for so long because God knew they weren't ready. They weren't ready for the promised land because they weren't far enough removed from Egypt and their current mindset. Is he doing the same thing with us? I am so ready for this whole thing to just be over. But is it time? Distance makes the heart grow fonder. I miss church. But had we taken church, worship, and prayer for granted, had we become lackadaisical in our calling? When the wait is over, how will we respond? Revival begins in the midst of dark and difficult times. Listen to the definition of revival. Revival is the improvement in condition or strength of something, the state of becoming important again. The definition of revive is restore to life or consciousness, give new energy or strength to. I watched a video a couple weeks ago from a pastor in Chino Hills, and he was encouraging other California pastors to open their churches on May 31st, Pentecost Sunday. And as I watched, my heart began to pound in my chest. My chest became warm, and I started to feel so excited, emotional even. The idea of gathering together again brought me such elation, a feeling of celebration and gratitude. I had this beautiful vision pop into my head of the entire congregation worshiping and desperately, wholeheartedly seeking God. Have you ever been in a worship service and opened your eyes, or maybe just not even really been into the worship and looked around and seen somebody worshiping, and it prompts you into this place of almost instant adoration or worship? I call that the ripple effect. My husband calls it the splash zone. When you see somebody else worshiping, it prompts you into worship. I have felt so many things during this shutdown: depression, fear, boredom, frustration, apathy, but honestly, very little joy. But the idea of gathering together again brought me so much excitement and joy. And not just because I miss people, but because I miss worship. This is a time of rebirth and renewal that can absolutely culminate in revival. God has a plan. He's moving, working, restoring, and awakening our hearts back to Him. Waiting is hard, but we can use this time to prepare for our reunion. God bless you today.